towards the A side. Hopefully the camera will switch, and there it is. Okay, so we can see there's only 2 people on A for the moment. Smith's in mid, 2 over towards B. We'll see if a rotation comes in once they realize there's a lack of a push on B. So NIP setting up with the nades here. You see them pushing in lower at the moment with Get Right in the Palace position. Shoxy's got to push the site on his own, but he's not going to find any frags.
It is looking chaos as usual here onto the A bomb site. As actually at the moment all of NIP are alive, but Smith is going to find a small little gap to peek through the smoke, trying to find some heads. Oh, barely gets one through the box, and that's going to be a 3-on-3 now. As that bomb is still down. It's not ticking yet though. It needs to be planted. Someone's got to punch in that code, and there's a minute left to do it. But all this pressure coming in. Now happy with the flank as well. Could it get any worse for NIP here? Pressure from all sides. They don't have the best angles. Ali forced to try to push out, but he's going to get shut down straight away as Forest comes in with a quick frag, trying to save the day. But Forest, 15 health left on him. They are toying with him so effectively. 1 HP now. How long is Forest going to keep himself alive? Oh no, he gets the frag on NBK. I can't believe it. Surely not. Forest, is he going to pull this off? Getting to rattle off so many shots. It's like they can't even hit him, but Kiyoshima will finally land a bullet and take him down. But what a scare that was for EnVyUs. Forest almost clutched that one.
Kiyoshima sent down to 24 HP. Happy has a technical issue on his computer, so there will be a short delay here, but look at this crazy replay. And let's pay attention to the rotations that EnVyUs had. They had a player in the jungle position, and all the time that engagement with Smith was going on, there was a rotation towards CT. Then a second player from jungle rotated towards CT, but NIP was still looking towards jungle. Meanwhile, there was another flank coming out of T-spawn as well. So lots of free frags there for EnVyUs, and NIP couldn't find any angles to shoot a player because of all the crossfire from the CTs.
Absolutely, it's absolute madness to be how many different ways they can go with this. And at the moment, you know, the one thing they do have going for them is that EnVyUs aren't going to have any AWPs. So middle is also more accessible than otherwise it would be. And looks like they're going to go for a B apartments push at the moment. And the pace on them is quite high to start with.
We've got double mag 7 here for EnVyUs. They are looking to make coin. And I do remember in a cast you did yesterday, Shoxy had $12,000 starting into round 3. So it looks like they want to get into the same situation here. All the players of the Ninjas over towards the B bomb site, and the nades are coming in. Only 2 people to hold here for the French side. NBK going for the jumping mag 7. There's a first frag. There's a second one. Happy finding a frag as well. NBK with a trio of mag 7 kills. Only one more to find. That's Get Right. He's got a M4, but there's a full rotation here from the CTs. He doesn't have the bomb either, so he can't go very far. NBK will go down. Still a minute on the clock here for Get Right. If he can find a 1v1, he could possibly take this for his team, but it's not meant to be. 2-0 here for EnVyUs. They saved 2 M4s. They did start with 2 mag 7s, and look at the replay of these frags here from NBK.
Beautiful stuff there with the mag, and that is going to help his bank so much. He's on 6K at the moment, so he is going to be the bank for his entire team at this point. And that's really important considering that they lost 3 players. And of course we have a situation where NIP, they didn't get the bomb down. If they'd actually got the bomb down after dealing so much damage, you would definitely see a buy coming out from them, 100%. But now they're in this spot where they kind of have to, I would presume what they're going to do is just grab a few pistols just to like even up the money a little bit. You probably see Ali just stay with what he's on, and then just going to play maybe, probably just a slow round into connector or something like that. Just try to see what kind of frags they can get early into the round, but nothing too crazy as the last one. So not getting that bomb down was really crucial, and EnVyUs have NBK to thank for that one.
Okay, now you see all 5 armorless Swedish players in the mid area. They will all get flashed immediately, which will slow down any push they had in mind. And they are now going to retreat as there's no one to contend with. But Shoxy's pushed all the way through T-spawn already, and he's got with the mag 7. There's one person coming up. He's going to get double dinked by Forest, and he is a pistol master. That's why he's so crucial in these initial rounds. That will be a mag 7 in the hands of NIP. Smith has fallen as well. NBK going to start to even things up here with an aggressive position towards B.
Yeah, and you can see how EnVyUs want to react. NBK wants to constrict them. That's exactly what he does. And if Shoxy had stayed alive, they'd be able to box them in. But Forrest wants to try to push through this man. NBK in with the rifle, gets himself more kills. 4 for him in this round. And that's another 1-on-2 for Get Right. This time he's looking much healthier. He's got time on the clock. He's got an M4. He's got armor. A Tech 9 as well. No, he doesn't have armor. So my apologies there for that one. But at least he can try to split these players up, and he has done so at the moment.
Look how spread out the EnVyUs players are. They have to commit to both sides. But Kishima, again, he's in a powerful position towards the A side. He's in Palace. And that will cover about 70 to 80% of the potential plant spots for GetRight. He will be able to get a free frag if he just walks out to execute, although GetRight might have an inkling. That said, he will be headed over towards the B bomb side. Happy in a position to get a very fast frag indeed. And it's another round over to EnVyUs. And credit to NBK. He wasn't afraid to lose his rifle there. He just reset the position, gave himself a number of 1v1s where he could quickly execute one of the pushing NIP players. You can see the example there. Only the last player able to get the trade frag in for NIP.
And one quick note as well, as you can see NBK emptying his magazine into GetRight's body there as he died. That's something that GetRight finds really annoying, maybe disrespectful. And so they're playing psychological warfare as we do have this push in from Happy onto Underpass. Looking away so he's not to show his gun. There's the flash from a teammate and there's a free frag for Happy. Very safely done, but can he get out of there? He has no support, no smoke, no flash. Shoxy wants to get in for the trade. They do know that Freiberg's low there. Wants to toss that incendiary, but can't quite find a safe way to do so. And NBK will find himself back towards short. He is alone at B at the moment, so very important that he is holding this well. And there's the duel. Forest opens it up for NIP.
That's the second frag that Envy needed. Forest is in the site. He's going to push towards the shop area and try to stop Shoxy from coming in. He's got the smoke down. And we've seen Happy walk straight through these smokes before. It is Shoxy, though, just holding an angle in the window area while Smith merges through short. But got to get the one tap there from Forest on the second attempt. Shoxy comes through the window. He's going to fall as well. Only Kiyashima, and he is all the way in the CT area of A. So I don't think we'll see a push from him. Great execute by NIP. They needed that second frag in order to really capitalize on the lack of players here for EnVyUs. They found it, and then they took the B bomb site, which had nobody else left to defend.
Yeah, it's really cool that they were able to... I mean, in that one-on-one, it's just... Forest saying, okay, and Forest actually does this very often. You'll probably see him challenging in that way into the B apartments, looking for kills like that, or looking to just basically be a lurker. He does enjoy doing that, and sometimes we'll just see him waiting there whilst his team is executing on A so he can come in and flank. And he's very, very good at that role. And in that situation, EnVyUs wanted to cut corners and just leave NBK towards the B site, which is less likely there'll be a hit towards there, and instead have earlier strength in trades and presence on A and middle. So great way for Forest, after winning that duel, to really counter-strat the way Envy was set up in that round.
Envy are in a situation where they have the luxury of having absolutely zero pressure on them. They can do whatever they want. Happy buying the AWP here on the force, but he is going to be taken down by Alu. Early advantage, but Smith's going to bring things back. NBK is in a position to do some damage here, and they've got to be careful. They can smoke him off by throwing a nade from the stairs down to Underpass, which would also ask some questions of Envy. They wouldn't have the information, wouldn't know where to rotate. But they're not going to do that. Another frag for Smiths, and this force buy looks like it may be quite favorable here for EnVyUs.
Yeah, I mean, Smiths in that position, they had no real presence in middle before that, and it's going to be NBK peeking out for a kill onto Forest into the B apps. That's going to be very crucial. So now Smiths, you can see he's ready to cover this bomb. They know that it's down there, and he wants to go for the peek just before the smoke pops. And as he does so, drawing attention just momentarily, Shoxy also goes for a bit of action. Going to spot the players and now fall back. They will allow them to pick up the bomb and try to box him in a little bit. As you can see here, NBK's got the angle on short. He's going to actually fall back as he's a little bit afraid that potentially someone could be moving through B apps. So safer positions, and they're really using their numbers advantage well in doing so.
GetRight had only one smoke, chose to smoke CPL rather than smoking the connector area to push short, and Ali will get a frag as well. GetRight could get away from there. He's only got 19 HP from those tags, and that scout is making itself known once again. GetRight being taken out there. Alu versus the world, and he is not going to make it. NIP getting cut down by a limited force buy. It's a jumbo sale buy from EnVyUs. B was pretty much closed off at the beginning of the round by the scout, by the lack of smoke to deny them vision. But even with the smoke there, he could have just been jumping, got pot shots there, and it would have been a powerful position. Maybe that says more about the scout than the teams.
Yeah, it's not a good start here for NIP. You definitely going to need to rack up loads of rounds. And with that double setup, this could be the play to break it. They've got a lot of grenades. Of course, it is a force buy, so a bit of a jumble cell indeed. Tech 9, P250, CZ, as well as 2 AKs. But in come the grenades. And again, if they can get fast entries here, they can really abuse the AWP players stuck behind the smokes. But Shoxy could change it all here for EnVyUs as he goes close to the slope. Looking for the spray down. Freiberg not looking the right way. Dueling with somebody else, and Shoxy gets a quick triple. One more player, pistol comes out. Alu will make the trade, but it's a 2-on-3 now. And NIP need everything from Alu. Absolutely every ounce of effort to even things up and give them a shot at this one. Going to see them combine well. Forest over the top there, onto the stairs position. However, Smith has the angle onto the bomb site. Forest has to pull out the pistol. MBK with a jumping mag once again will prove the thorn to the side of NIP.
Forest just running out of bullets at the wrong time there. And with the time it took them to take down the jungle player, Smith was able to rotate and get the free frag from the CT position. So everything going the way of Envy at the moment. MBK getting frags there with juicy money bonuses. The double up will continue here for EnVyUs, and NIP find themselves on the eco once again. Going to try and emerge in the mid area, which will give them options towards A or B. No flag for them yet. EnVyUs coming out in numbers here. Short, mid, CPO everywhere. Nade's coming over as well. Only Exist remains. He's carrying the bomb. And now he is gone. 6-1 to EnVyUs. A good start indeed for them. Still early days though. NIP could definitely get themselves back into this match, and they're going to need to. Otherwise, they are done, Dan.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw EnVyUs play the mid presence very well there after the flash goes over the top. I think that one came in from short, but you can do great mid flashes from connector that are very, very hard to avoid or even see coming. So that's part of the strength of the CT setup. But we got the push towards A. Smith's on an aggressive angle there with a quick timing towards Palace. Gets the shot onto Forest. And now it has to be all of NIP as they move up that one choke point as it's smoked off, molotoved off. And the flashes are raining in as well. Even the HE grenades. Here we go. Smith picks up Freiburg as they hold strong. And NIP just can't seem to force their way out of this position as the last frag comes in. And the cleanup is just so effective.
Exist with no kills at the moment. Freiburg have only one. Smiths is 10-4, and he's a player where we talk about confidence and AWPing, and he is cutting people down like he's got a combine harvester, Dan. And this has got to be fantastic for Envy, as strong as they are already. When Smith is showing up as well, how are they going to be stopped?
Okay, so we are going to see this Tech9 play into the B bomb site. Now, if they have the right grenades, of course there is a lot of grenades you can play from the position they're in now. But look at that. Happy does find the very slight pixel angle, and he will pick up Forest and make the call to his team, who will be able to start the rotation. Happy's up close though. That's so bold. He has the support from MBK, but he cannot die. He has to stay alive for his teammates to come in. If he goes down here, they might just get a quick plant. And there you go. Get Right will take him down, but did MBK delay enough? In comes Shoxy with a quick frag on to Get Right as Smith comes in from the flank, and indeed it will not be fast enough as they all fall without a bomb down yet again now on the B bomb site.
The door is being closed round after round on NIP. 8-1 Envy. Only one AWP maybe surviving there from that round. Oh, in fact, they've got both of them. I think it might have been a purchase of another one, but anyway. 8-1 Envy. NIP. How can they get around across the board? We've got double AWPs on both sides now. Let's have a look at where these players are playing. You can see Forrest there going through the apps. Meanwhile, Alu is on a passive position on mid at the moment, looking for some Envy aggression, but there will be none. Not yet.
So Forrest is looking for that pick onto MBK and B apps. Could open up the round. They have passive positioning towards middle, so they are going to have options into middle. But we already know how successful Envy are at holding aggressions there. So NIP going to show a lack of fear, a lack of respect, and they're going to try to push in now. It's a delayed one, and they are using the grenades very effectively. This is much more methodical here from NIP, a much more systematic take, and that's a great frag there from Freiburg to eliminate the short player. Forrest going to go down to MBK. Had he hit that shot, it would have changed everything, but now the pressure once again is on as EnVyUs have a much better sense. That is going to allow Shoxy to say, okay, I can try to peek down the T-slope now, and he is going to confirm that the push is going to be on B. They know what's up, rotation is happening.
Okay, so Smith's still in CPO at the moment, still NBK to hold on his own. He's doing a good job so far. Finally going down, trade from Exist on short, but right behind him is Smiths with the AWP. He's going to be looking for someone to put into that meat grinder, and he can hold that angle while his teammates rotate. Alu, though, going to take down Shoxy from the apps. Only Kiyashima in the shop, and Smiths holding an angle onto the B apps now to try and retake the site.
Things are very methodical still, but in goes Smith there, looking for the quick flash, but here it is. Alu, can he save the day? One-on-one against Smith. Sniper versus Sniper, pulling out the pistol. Alu on the angle with the AWP. Oh, close range. Smith will pick it up, and the defuse is going to come in for him. 8-1 is the score now. Smith is going to push it to 9-1, and things get worse and worse here for NIP. How are they going to find their way back into this match? Because right now, it seems like the story is repeating itself. No matter the map, no matter the situation, EnVyUs, they're on top.
Dan, like in Rocky 4, the crowd is starting to change here. We're starting to hear EnVyUs chants clashing with NIP chants as they show rampant consistency in what could be the final map of this best of 5. NIP charging towards the mid area at the moment to try and get some map control, but Smith has other ideas. Going to get the frag. There's a gap in the smoke. You can see Alu aiming at it at the moment. Smith's trying to get the tags through the boxes. Won't find one just yet. Happy. This is almost a flip side setup here, where you'd normally have Simple on short, and Happy's going to get traded by Alu. Still advantage to EnVyUs. Things evened up now, but more AWP frags. This is almost like AWP India right now, Dan.
Yeah, I think Smith used that smoke very well to get a bit of a vision assistance. And there it is. Smith gets Forrest as well. Able to take all the angles. Get Right misses that shot here. He's against 3 players. They want to take him down. There's one. Doesn't get the second. Smith will eliminate him for another round. 1 through elimination there for EnVyUs. And these AWP setups are working so well for them. You can see in that round, and in actually some quite consistently, NIP, it seems like they're shifting to saying, okay, you know what? Some of these set plays aren't really working out. You guys seem really strong at making these holds, so how about we try we're just going to try to outpick you. We're just going to try and take these duels on middle. We know you want to fight us there, so we're going to try to best you in that sense. But so far, that is not the case, and EnVyUs stays strong no matter the type of attack they receive.
NIP have called for a timeout, but there's not much talking going on from that camera shot. They yesterday had, well, they've got about 2 minutes they're asking for. Yesterday, they had one of their worst, if not their worst defeat in CSGO history, and they are headed for an equal score here on Mirage, 10-1. EnVyUs looking monstrous. You can see there were some suggestions from Freiburg. Now, there's a bit of communication from Exist, maybe thinking about what they need to change. They need to give themselves a chance to get in this on their second half. You know, the way styles are going at the moment, EnVyUs are a team who simply run over NIP. We're seeing that at the moment, and this is for the CT, for NIP CT side. They seem unable to contain EnVyUs at the moment.
Yep.
And they're not even there yet. And they've only got 1 round on the T side. They need to give themselves a chance to be run over by EnVyUs. But at the moment, they're, you know, the lights at the end of the tunnel is very dim indeed. I
mean, it does seem that NIP is so reliant on having these CT starts, because they consistently, you know, across all the maps, of course, do really well on CT. It, you know, is the easier side in the majority of cases, well, pretty much all the cases. So it is the easier side, and they do very well there. But it seems like their T sides have become weaker, that there is potentially a problem there. And not just that, it is just the way that EnVyUs are playing against them. They are so fearless. We will always see the pushes. EnVyUs look for any excuse to push, but they don't do it stupidly. They don't do it foolishly. The push comes in when they're confident to take a duel, when it makes sense. And that's their high progressive style that they're bringing to the table. Now, NIP back into the action after the pause, looking to set up for potentially one of these A plays here. We have 1 man in middle, rest on Slope and Palace.
Right, so EnVyUs well prepared to go for a hold here onto the A side. You can see the first trades coming in there. Shoxy's going to smoke himself off in shadow, but he won't do it fast enough as Alu has the Tech 9. We had a flank coming in from mid as well, but Freiburg's going to rotate back towards T-spawn following those frags. So 3-man retake here for EnVyUs. They are a man down. You can see Get Right in the back corner of the site. Alu going to get caught short with no cover from his teammates. Now he's got 2 AWPs and a rifle to try and take this. The rifle goes down. It's 2 AWPs versus an AK and a Galil here. Trying to find the angle. This Smith's going for the CZ, but Freiburg's going to come and save the day. He is the cavalry to keep Exist in this game. Happy versus 2. Time running out on the clock. He's got a kit trying to cover the site with distractions here, but he's not going to have time to defuse the bomb. Exist goes down, and he's going to run and save that AWP.
Yeah, he read that situation very well to pick up that frag there, but is Freiburg going to go down? Yeah, he's fine, 28 HP, so he is okay, good to go for the next round. And You can see that EnVyUs have loads of cash to fall back on too, so it's not so bad for them. And with so few rounds left in the half, the economy is starting to be a bit of a non-factor for them, as we are going to have NIP with a good loadout. Now, that's their first success in quite some time here. Now, will they try to go for something similar? It does look like they are setting up for, again, another A play. And EnVyUs have 3 players who can respond very fast to that. Again, leaving MBK alone in B, so they're trying to cut the corners, and it might just pay off once again.
Yeah, they want to close this out as fast as possible. NIP have only strung 1 round together as of late, but they do not want to see any momentum on this Swedish side. They are putting bodies where they feel necessary. Freiburg has mid for free at the moment, but Happy with an AWP may emerge from short a bit later in this round. So NIP taking their time, hopefully waiting for Envy to try and rotate back out of the A side. You can see Kiyashima holding passively in CT spawn. Shoxy still in connector at the moment, where Freiburg is emerging up short. Even if he takes a frag there, we may see a trade from Happy, who's in a ladder room at the moment.
Yeah, this is very, very tentative stuff here. We are going to get the push coming in finally there from NIP. Freiburg cannot get it done on middle, leaving it all on to Get Right. And Alu is going to cut his way in slowly but surely with the AWP. Now, every inch gained onto this bomb site is going to be such a hard task now for NIP, as the time is of the essence, and there's so many players rotating now towards CT and jungle. Alu close to the stairs position with the AWP it's very awkward. And they're not peeking. They're not peeking. They are using the time and just making a situation where NIP are going to be completely screwed, and they just have to go for it. So smart here by Envy. Alu has to cover from so many angles. It's not going to happen, and they both get eliminated. That play there from EnVyUs with the 4-on-2 was the checkmate.
That round looked helpless and hopeless at the end there for NIP. Absolutely hopeless.
The checkmate in that situation, not the match, just to be clear. Don't ever receive the Twitter hate.
So, 2 rounds left for NIP to give themselves a bubble of air on a sinking ship.
They do need something at the moment, and look at this, the flashes are coming in. That delays them just long enough for Happy to get a frag, fall back into a safer position, but he does want to go for the re-peek, as the EnVyUs players also want to do. And oh my god, they're so fast there with these shots, and again, Fearless is just going to stay at that range against so many oncoming Piston players, not allowing them to even leave the apartments. We are going into a potential situation which could be a 13-2 in a match point situation for EnVyUs. I mean, they just have to win this map and it's over. The grand finals are done without NIP even taking a map.
Smith's already on 20 kills. The crowd getting behind NIP now, but I think it's a bit too late, guys. They are 10 rounds behind on the first half. You have to wonder where the support was at the beginning, because there have been some cold, quiet rounds here for NIP to be on the worst end of. Double AWPs continue here for Envy on the CT side. Happy trying to pick up ahead on short, but he's going to get tagged down. Smith's getting tagged as well, but we're seeing blind shooting here. Trade eventually coming in favor of NIP. Kiyashima with 2 fast frags, going to leave NIP with only 2 players left versus 4. Again, going to try and boost in CPL. Alu's going to get the frag, but they've got the information as to where at least one of the players are.
He picked up the AWP though, and so now, he's going to go down to MBK. So now Exist has 50 seconds to play with. And he might just get a free one to Shoxy. He does get the spray down onto him. So now 1-on-2. The bomb is down though towards T-Slope. This is the real obstacle. He's got to try to get there. He needs to start sprinting back now, because to work his way through connector is probably going to be too hard. In fact, he's going to try just that. Going to go for the angle, long range against these AKs with the Galil. It's not a favorable situation, but actually has managed to make his way up towards the jump across into the CPL window, then dropping back down. So just trying to bait them out at the moment with those sounds, but MBK is ready and waiting. And we'll have another round going towards EnVyUs for a 13-2 first half. Oh, it really does look bad for NIP right now. It must be so hard for them morally, in the morale sense at the moment. How do they pump themselves up to get this kind of a comeback going on their CT side?
The sheer pressure they are facing on this CT round is absurd. But hey, these guys are almost all big veterans in the game, and they've been in horrible situations of adversity before. They have to hold here. But the problem is how much. I mean, they got beasted yesterday with a horrible score by the same team. You have to wonder if that plays into their mind, if they are defeated already psychologically, or if they can prevail. We are about to find out.
Yep, right now, they go into the pistol. And NIP looking for a pretty standard setup at the moment, a decent split across the map. And we have EnVyUs looking towards the B apartments at the moment. Freiburg in a nice position, though. And Forrest can kind of bait for him so that Freiburg can get himself a lot of kills on the backstab as they jump into the bomb site. Here we go. Forrest now is going to make the shots and jump off for the bait. Forrest only gets one, though. And oh no, NIP, they lose both Freiburg and Forrest. It's a 3-on-4. And EnVyUs have the bomb site, and it's getting planted.
Bit of a team flash there, but nobody lost for Envy. Once again, just overwhelming NIP as they've done round after round. See the CT's coming in for the retake, but NBK going to take down Alu. There's a one-player shot, one player in shop, and no fear here, but the frag finally goes to get it right. 2 versus 2 now exist, getting a frag here. They're running out of time though, and there's no kit on exist. All of 3 HP to take down 2 people. He's not going to do it. Envy are 2 rounds away from taking this 3-0.
It is such a disaster for NIP. They have to go to the buy now and see what they can get done with the 5-7s, the smokes. They've gone all out, spent all the cash here to try to see if they can bring it back from this.
This was arguably their main chance against Envy, and it's 14-2 to the French side.
And they're going fast and hard into the B bomb site. It's Freiburg here. They are flashed. He can't get anything though, and it's going to have to be his teammates on the retake to pull this off. But they've just got pistols, and Forrest is already down to 14 points of health. So EnVyUs have the perfect amount of time to set up post-plant. Look at all these positions. However, Exist is going to start cutting away at them, cutting away at that defense, peeling it back one layer at a time. As Happy goes down, and now 3-on-3, but the health is getting lower and lower for NIP. Shoxy goes aggressive, spraying the into that window room, and it's going to be Get Right with the frag though, but the bomb is ticking away faster and faster now, and so they just play for the exits and now falling back entirely. NIP now down 15-2. It could all be over very soon.
2 map advantage and 13 match points for the French side. 13. You can see the lack of money on the NIP side. It could be their final stand, Stan, and it may not be much of one with the weaponry they have on them. It's going to be EnVyUs looking to potentially just go for a straight overwhelming of the B side once again. These guys do not have any breaks whatsoever.
And they're going to go straight in. The same round here for them, straight onto the B bomb site. This time though, Freiburg is able to pick up a fast frag. Can he get a second one? The answer will be no this time, as Get Right is close with the ump that he's picked up off the ground, but all the kills coming in for EnVyUs. Alu is the last hope with 12 health left. EnVyUs poised to take this grand final here at Star Series 12. And there he is with the, gets a tag onto Kiyoshima, but jumps through the window. That's it. EnVyUs will be your Star Series 12 champions. And oh my goodness, did they ever deserve it with such play.
Yeah, absolutely dominant force here at Star Series. They're looking completely unstoppable. They had a bit of a shaky start when they went up against Derby, but they managed to survive that, get their heads back into the game, and nobody could touch them following that. You could see a bit of frustration from Freiburg at the end there, just leaving the dot as we had a player jump out of the window, and it was their turn to get shot in midair from the 5-7. And NIP, back to the drawing board for them. I think you have to ask questions about meta and strategy, and if they change things up, because it seems that Envy have all the answers for the NIP approach. So